Silas, do you mind? Huh? Oh, nothing. Right here. Yeah, that's got to be on free to make too because I'm kicked off for free to make right now.
You are?
Yeah, got the strikes. I told you that. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I got.
They take you down because of it.
Yeah, they made it to where I can't do nothing. We'll come out here and do it. I didn't mean to hit you. So, talk about my little experience today and why we had this experience and see what people have to say. So, I got bit by a spider or something. I think my leg's all jacked up. It's all swelled up. And then I don't know where you're gonna be able to see it. Let's see. Let me figure out how to get this damn camera on. I had the wrong side of it.
Damn,
there it is.
Is around it. Nick, it wasn't like that before.
Okay, well, what do you want me to do about it? It's red enough. I can't do nothing about it now.
It wasn't that bad though.
Anyway, there it is. You can see it. You were guessing it was a spider bite, and then it turned into this. So yesterday, some people were like, "You go to the doctor." My brother said yesterday, I was at his house, like, "You go to the doctor." I was like, "Okay, I'll go to the doctor." Today, I was at his house, and my brother's like, "Dude, you got to go to the." He looked down when I was working. He looked down. He's like, "Dude, you got to go to the doctor now. Leave right now and go to the doctor." So, I left and I went to there's a little like emergency room, but it's just an emergency room. It's not a hospital there. It's really weird, but it's for Mercy Health. Mercy Health is one of the larger healthcare organizations around the Cincinnati area. So I'm like, I went, all right, I'll go. So I walked in. They're like, "Sir, you have to put this on your face." And I was like, "Ma'am, no, I don't. I have a medical exemption." Why? Like, well, because of HIPAA, I don't necessarily have to tell you that, but since my doctor is a Mercy doctor, you could probably go in that little box right there in front of you, find it. So she did. She's like, "Well, yeah, yes." So I sit out in the waiting room for 45 minutes, maskless, diaperless, until I was called to the back, at which time I stood up and there's some 350-pound heifer standing there who informed me that for her safety and other safety and my own safety, I needed to put this diaper on my face. My first thought was, you got bigger fish to fry than worrying about me. You probably need to skip McDonald's on the way home every night. Second of all, I'm not worried about me. You don't need to worry about me. Third of all, you have a diaper on your face. Therefore, there's no reason for me to put a diaper on mine. So we finally came to some agreement. I forget how we got to that agreement, but we came to it. Something like I could hold it in front of my face while the doctor was in there and everybody be happy. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So on the way back there, we pass a nurse who doesn't have one on. Well, she has it on, but it's pulled down under her neck. And then at the little station there in front of the rooms, there's two nurses sitting side by side, who had theirs pulled down. So I'm like, this bitch. So then she sent me in the room, and as soon as I walked in, she asked me to put it on. I'm like, wait a second, this wasn't the deal.
You need to start wearing the pins on our faces.
Huh?
T said we need to start wearing the pins on it.
So when she asked me to put it on, I'm like, well, I noticed you didn't tell those two women out there.
That's the second person that said that is.
What? Brown recluse? Mm-hmm. Probably. But
lose her whole leg.
Oh, then.
Barb lost her whole foot over a toe bite.
Yeah, well, what would you like me to do?
Try to keep going. I'm sorry. Let's not interrupt it. They go wonks. Oh no.
Where was I at? I forget now. Where was I at? I forget. I really forget. But I'll be a smart ass. I didn't figure out what I was saying.
The nurse. You went back there. She wasn't.
Oh, so I was told I had to put it on, but then we just walked. The charge nurse was the one that was walking me back there. She just walked by two of her employees who didn't have theirs on, that were sitting next side by side. So I informed her, like, well, you just walked by two people, and it's apparently not that important to you to tell them to have to do it. So why am I going to then do it? Well, I work with those people. I said, and what's your point? Well, I'm with them every day. I was like, but you wasn't with her last night or this morning, was you? You don't know who they were with or who the people they were with were with. So I said, you realize what you're doing is some Gestapo type shit, right? just your job, right? She's like, we're not having this conversation. I was like, well, but you need to have this conversation. So she walks out of the room. She comes back with my doctor thingy in hand and says, um, it says work on it. I said, well, that was written at a time when the world was still halfway sane, and we thought that work was the only place that was going to have a problem. But let's just say, for example, I get hurt at work, and my doctor's note says, Mr. Bolton cannot lift more than 50 pounds at work. Does that mean I can go home and do a bunch of squats, or does that mean I can go home and run laps around the building? No, it does not. I can't do it at work because work was the only place we thought I would need a note for, because normally, because we have these things called HIPAA and other laws, that I wasn't needed anywhere else. I forget exactly how it went, but somehow then a cop got injected to the situation. They brought a cop into the room, which I don't understand this, how police have the ability to be sitting in ERs back in the back when they're in no way in the medical field. I hadn't caused no hurt on nobody. Like, I would, okay, I'll leave. I finally came to the conclusion I was leaving. So I'm leaving. And then, of course, fuckhead with the badge wants to try to start being hard and walking on my heels. And I almost punched him in the mouth, but I didn't. I informed him that, please back up. You're walking a little bit too close for my comfort. And, you need to take just a couple of steps back, or you're probably going to have a bad day. And then he, we walked probably another 10 feet, and he continued to do the same thing he did. So then I stopped, and I turned around and looked at him like, look, dude, if you're not going to back up, I'm going to face you. And we're going to sit here and stare it out. And then when you reach to touch me, we're going to have a real problem. You're going to have a bad day. Oh, I'm not going to have a bad day. I said, yes, you will. You take for granted that everybody has something to lose. You're taking that for granted. Not all people. So then he just kind of stood there, and I turned around and walk away again, hoping, he wouldn't fucking walk on my heels, because I can't stand that shit. And then I started to get threatened with being trespassed as I'm on the way out the door. I was like, that makes a lot of sense. But, these medical professionals are as much as the Gestapo as the cops are, or anybody else. I mean, they're taking part in it. They're actively doing it, knowing that what they're doing is wrong, and they know it's bullshit. If if it wasn't bullshit, they'd be worried about their coworker. They'd be worried about. I don't think it looks that bad. I think it's red from where we was cutting at.
Okay, if that's really a brown recluse bite, it gets worse and it'll kill you.
Okay.
Like, you'll lose your legs. Barb died from that. She got it in her foot, her toe. It got black in the center, just like Lisa's toe. And that's what happens.
Well, I have a tattoo too, and that's right on my ink.
Okay, but no, it's not. No, it's not. Look right here. It's right in the center of this white spot right here.
Okay. Yeah.
So it'll just get worse. She got a bite here. Right. She did not get it treated. Then she had to go get her toe cut, then her foot, and then it killed her. It died.
Okay, well, there's not much I can do about it. I tried to go get it treated. It wouldn't see me. But anyway, while I was back there in the room, I showed it to him. I'm like, look, you see the problem? I'm 6 feet tall. So if I lean back and you stand there on that side of my foot, we're 6 feet away. We're safe. And I'm probably going to get a strike for this video. So if I do go to Freedom Inc. show, I'll be on that one.
You'll get accepted.
Maybe, but I'm still not wearing a mask. I'm still not doing it.
Let's try to go to a different one. What about the one over here in Fairfield?
They're going to do the same thing. It's a mercy too. What I want to do is just call my doctor, explain the problem, and say either A, I need you to call your superiors at your hospital, because he's a mercy doctor, and say, hey, I got a patient here that can't do this thing, and they don't care. They generally don't give a shit. People. Yeah, like, I can't wait till the day. I really can't, man. It eats at me so bad inside that, it eats the shit out of me.
This is the second person. Just go get treated. Wear the mask. No, motherfucker. The world is the way it is because of people like you two right now. Just follow orders. Do as you're told.
Get a family doctor that will come to the car window while you find on the car.
Oh yeah, I mean, telehealth or that.
No, I'll call my family doctor tomorrow, man. Because he knows this is all bullshit. I'm just gonna call him and ask him straight up, like, will you see me outside of your practice because I'm having issues? What's up, Greg? Man. Should see if we. I don't know if we have teledoc. Do we see if we got teledoc?
I'm pretty sure we do because that's what I just had to do with mine.
We'll see if we can do pull up our insurance on it. See.
I can. I can't. I cannot just pull it up on our insurance. I'm telling you that's what I just used
I know that.
last Wednesday.
I know that's what I'm saying. But you had to pull it up. It's an app or something. You got to do. Travis said.
You mean if my phone will do telehealth?
You got to pull up an app and get on the app, and then like there's just a doctor that comes up on the app and says, "Hey, what's wrong with them?" And they show them a picture and talk to them, and then they give you some drugs. I guess something like that. But I mentioned the Gestapo, and she said we're not having this conversation. And I told the lady, I'm like, it seems like you need to have this conversation because if you're not going to have this conversation, the way you said that makes me think that you've already been told this once before at least, and somebody's not wrong. They have a website and a phone number too.
Let me install it.
No, you can. You try it.
I'll look it up if there's a website.
But I mean, if we're willing to bend for medical, you know what I mean? Like, it just goes to show, man. I mean, like they're going to clamp down. I mean, they've been doing this since last year. Remember when I had all the surgery shit and I was going through all that bullshit with the testing? They wanted me to throw on face diapers and all that, and I had all those problems. And it's just a continuation of it. It's been normalized. It's been normalized. You're just expected to do this thing because you're told to do it, not for any other reason. You know, I have a really good friend that's in the hospital right now, and they say that he has this thing that they've been pushing, and I don't doubt that he does. But is it what they say it is? I don't know. I mean, I got a buddy that, you know, maybe that's not what he has. Who knows? That's why they say he's in there, though. And he's in the hospital. He's messed up. But I'm still not doing it. I'm not doing it. I said it before. My line's been crossed. There's no more lines. We're not playing this game no more. They have been trained like pups, man. They're puppies. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that everybody else that walked in there grabbed one of those diapers out of the damn dispenser and put it on. Every last person that walked in there. One dude has his down, and instead of kicking him out like they did me, they told him to pull it up. They even told him I had an exemption. They're like, we know that man doesn't have one on, but he has an exemption. So if you would you please just pull yours back up? I mean, it makes no sense. None of it makes any sense. And then she even told me in the back, I forgot to tell you this, she told me that she didn't know who I'd been around, whether or not I had been jabbed or not. And I'm like, well, wait a second. If you've been jabbed, then you're extra safe. You got the thing on your face and you've been jabbed. You're double the stage. The stage down at the end of my feet. And you got 3 things working for you. You're super good. You definitely got it beat. It just blows my mind. And I even showed it to her. I was like, look, like, do you see this shit? I'm showing it to you. I just need the antibiotics and I'll leave. But when I leave here, I'm not going to another hospital. I'm not wasting no more of my time.
What day do you think you actually got this?
I started about 4 or 5 days ago.
So I said, and then like yesterday we noticed that the hole was most definitely bigger, right?
I think it was yesterday. But then you got to think too, I was digging around in it because we thought it was a splinter or something, and I was like digging in it.
Yeah,
like,
but no, it was always that hole. Even when it first started, when I first saw it, it was like a little bitty dot.
Well,
and it looked like something black was in it, but I think it was from the original, just the hole. Can you see it?
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, but you can't see even all the redness as much as what it looks different on there.
This is the hole in me. I think it happened at Travis's house, to be honest with you. That's about what happened. What is today? Friday? Saturday? Yeah, it happened about Sunday. That's when it happened. Travis did it.
Last Sunday, you think?
Yep. I think it really did because I remember coming home that night scratching my leg.
See, I didn't notice nothing until I saw the first little dot, but I thought it was like a splinter or something in there.
I mean, I get cut all the time and shit, and I don't ever worry about it. You know what I mean? I'm just playing, Travis. I'm really not, though. I really do think it happened to Travis.
You saw his. I said he looks a lot like mine. Was he bit by a brown recluse?
I don't know what he was bit by.
He doesn't know either?
He sent me the pictures. I see the pictures, but I was driving, so I didn't have time to read the text. Whole mess. Dude, it is, man. It is. It is absolute insanity. I mean, especially they hand them out them They hand out masks. I wouldn't use to wipe my ass because I'd be afraid to get shit on my hands. Like there's nothing to them. It's like two tissues put together. And you're going to convince me that that stops. You know, how about you put that mask on and let me fart in your face and see if you can smell it? Because I think the a V, you know, because we got talking code because the two will get us. Um, I think the is a lot bigger than the V is a lot smaller than a molecule of air, right? That you would have to smell. So put on one of those masks. I'm gonna do while Christy's sleeping. I'm gonna put one of them on her face and then fart in her face and see if she wakes up. So we can do this test. I mean, what? I mean, it hurts. I think it's actually better today, to be honest with you, because I'll show you. I ate some.
Stop it.
I don't think so.
The red, yes, that red was not like that all the way around. It was only on one side.
Oh, woman. These are for some. I had a bunch of skin issues at one time. So this is a skin issue. Where's some big white horse pills I had? Those were for skin issues too. These are, but I also had shingles. Maybe look that up, see what it's for. I think it's for skin. I think it's for my shingles. If it was, it would help for this. I don't think anything's going to really help it though.
But not when it's what, 3 years old? It's from 2018.
No, it has a half-life in school.
It doesn't. No, it has it's more than a half life when it's that old. It loses its shelf life the first freaking 6 months. Dude. You heard me.
Check it. Where else?
Tell you what.
But it's bullshit. And this is going to continue on. And think like, I mean, this is kind of a big deal because, you know, most people, especially when you're above 40, have to have a doctor for something. And of course, government has taken that industry over. They have made it to where only look, she loves you now. She's happy with you again.
It took her 3 days with some kind of symptoms.
Christy tried to kill our our cat today.
It was last night, wasn't it?
No, it was today. It was today. It was this morning. Tried to kill the cat with the door.
No,
She tried to slam the cat's door in the head.
We were on each side of the bed.
That was this morning, babe.
You didn't get up on that side of the bed. And
Baby,
think about how long.
Okay, stop for a second so I don't have to explain this while we're on this because now that we're going way off subject here, somebody's going to get mad and throw his fit.
I don't care.
I woke up. I was still in my shorts, didn't have a shirt on. You walked out there. Then you slammed the cat's door in the head. Then you come running back here. You was out there to get my wife beat. That's why you were out there. Yes. Then I got down on this side of the bed and I pet her.
Whatever. I didn't try to kill her. I peeked my head out for a second to say, "Hey, I need you." I shut the door because I peeked my head out and see her.
Yeah, I know it's only just begun, man. I mean, but you know, if here's kind of how I look at it, man. If I'm willing to fold today when it's just starting, then you're definitely going to fold tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like everybody that's running around today, like, "Oh, I'm not going to do that." Yeah, you will. I'm not saying you will, but other people will. And I think the tube monetized me just to put a spotlight on my video. On my, what is that for?
Totally like you said.
Okay. Cool. It's time to take one then.
So it takes like 3 days before you can even.
Does it help with that? A brown recluse bite? Ew.
No, it doesn't say that.
Look how big these damn pills are.
Says it dips in raw and pasteurized honey.
She's been telling me that.
It says it draws out the infection.
I think I have some out there in my cabinet.
That one with the red lid?
Yes, I also be mad because he eats it with his nuggets. You know how mad I'm going to be if I put honey in my leg and it does not work? I'm going to be pissed.
I've been doing something with them doctors are going to tell you to do.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it, man. I ain't putting the diaper on my face for nothing. I did it for Nick's, when you remember when Nick, his guy killed him, got sentenced. I did for that. To me, that was different. You know, I even almost didn't then, but I knew if I didn't, I would eat at me forever because I didn't get to say how I felt. So I did it in order to get away. But I'm not doing it for this. My dad called me. Said, you know, you'll lose your leg or some shit like that. I don't know what he said. I was like, well, you know, if I lose my leg, then, oh well. I mean, it just kind of is what it is. I'm just not doing it. I don't think any of you all should either. But you remember, I want somebody to remind me one day when the time is right, whisper in my ear and say, "Psst, hey, Freedom, those doctors and medical people were as much members of the Gestapo as the Gestapo was." So somebody remind me of that shit. I don't know what to do about my situation in the Nazis nursing home. Oh, I don't know, Thomas. I don't know, dude. I mean, here's the thing. What are you gonna do? Here's the problem you're gonna run into with this is it trumps everything.
I hate my sister.
It trumps everything. This trumps everything. It doesn't matter what it is, it trumps it. Doesn't matter. It does not matter. It wouldn't matter if they said that putting this thing on your face is going to kill you. Wouldn't matter. And this thing trumps it. It trumps everything. I mean, look at Trump's HIPAA law. It blows my mind that people are letting that shit, letting that get off. Law don't even matter anymore. It's people want to say all the time we're a nation of laws, which isn't what that's supposed to mean. But let's pretend that it does mean that. No, it's not. It's a nation of we do as we want, and we make what most important. What we say is most important. Yeah, they were hanging at Nuremberg. Oh shit! Hang on one second, guys. I have to answer this. Give me 1 second. I'll try to hurry. 1 second, please. Give me about 10 seconds. Hang on 1 second. Oh no. All right, I'm back. Here I am. My bad. Sorry. What? Yeah, I answered the phone. I just said, hang on a second. I'm back. I said I'll be right back. Oh, you guys probably didn't see it. My bad. I'm sorry. I should have waited a few seconds. Somebody called, and I had to answer it real quick. But this shit's it's complete insanity, man, and it eats the shit out. Like I can never do something. I don't care if it was my job or what. I wouldn't care if it meant losing everything I own. I would not do what those nurses and shit are doing right now. There's no way in hell. No way in hell I would do that shit. Bactrim plus first, personal. I don't have any Bactrim. I think that says Bactrim. It's back. I can't read. Thank you. I'm gonna have Christy look it up and then see if I can buy some illegal antibiotics off the street. Yeah, man. Like I don't know what to tell you to do, Thomas. I don't. It's crazy. So, can I tell him what happened to you? What happened to your wife? I mean, your girlfriend, whatever she is. This shit's insane. What do you guys hear this? If you let me tell you, because I didn't know what advice to give him because this shit trumps everything. Okay, right. Okay, so Thomas Staples here's old lady worked at a nursing home. Somehow or another, she found herself in a room with somebody who was getting vaccinated that worked at the nursing home. I think I'm correct about this. Regardless, the story will come out the same. I guess the supervisor might have, maybe I should just read the email. So the person gets the vaccine. The person who was doing the vaccines pulled out 2 of them, right? So they planned on giving 2 people a shot, yet there was only 1 person there for a shot, and then his old lady in the room. What wound up happening was is somebody just held her. The boss said, "Give it to her," and the person gave it to her. And now he can't get anything done about it. And then they fired her. Then they kind of made it a hostile work environment when she got pissed, and they fired her. She signed a after the fact, they kind of put her in a position, and she signed a consent form under duress, and then you know, I mean, but the thing is, ain't a lawyer in the world going to take it on, especially if she signed a consent form, whether it was under duress or not. But let's just say that she didn't. They still wouldn't take it on because this thing trumps everything else, man. It trumps everything else. It was supposed to hurt him. Well, Portersville, Tennessee. Not me. I wish. It studies says is wonderful. I mean, they. I don't get it. I don't. Yeah, nobody here is Greg. I don't think. I don't know if anyone here from Tennessee is you all. I think. Right. Haywood is it's crazy. What? But like, listen. Like, think how idiotic it is today to justify these two people that are sitting close to each other, that you're in close proximity with, that I am walking by on the way to go to a room, don't have one on, but I'm forced to wear one in order to get medical treatment. And then to bring the cop in, and then there was some flamer that wanted to get involved too. He needed a big smack. I would have had to smack him. I don't think I could have brought myself a punch him. It was like, like these dudes really take for granted that people have something to lose. I'm surprised more bad shit doesn't happen to them. I really am. I don't know. I guess everybody knows. I just kind of like for it to be like me. The pieces of shit. I just don't. I don't. I just. I don't know, man. It eats at me that people don't see it. They don't see what this place is turned into. Like shit show. I just hope we can find somewhere to go where we can just be left. We ain't got to deal with this shit. I don't know where even that would be in this country today. Greg, ask people when you stop the truck stops, man. Every time you get one of the truck stops anywhere, ask them the people how it is there. Trying to deal with shit in their hospitals or, you know what I mean? Wherever you're at, you probably get around more than you. Start to three, Lord. They pretty much hung up the phone. I see nothing on. Yeah, I mean, like it makes Thomas. This trumps everything, dude. Just like in my case, I have a legit doctor's note that says I don't have to wear a face covering. But it says at work, but I mean, where else would I have to wear one, right? Like if I destroyed my knee and I couldn't walk on it, would I need to take that into the hospital to walk on crutches? No, obviously, right? Because work's really the only place like where shit like that could, where you might have a problem with something like that. Not anymore, man. It's the new norm. It's become the new norm. It's like getting back to normal. Normal's gone. You think that kind of normal is- Hey. Oh, now you love daddy. Now you daddy boy. I'm sorry. Oh, I love you.
Common cold, I guess they think they can do it.
What are you doing, Easy? Why are you not happy to see me? Why? What? I don't want no kisses. Get out of here, dog.
Easy, wigs.
Get out of here. All right, get off the couch. Get off the couch, mommy. Get off the couch, mommy. He's in my face, mommy. Mommy, please help me.
What?
Get off the couch.
Come on. Lay down.
No, he needs to get down.
Just stand, look.
He's probably got bugs on him from being out in the grass all day.
You got bugs? You see, look at me. You got bugs?
Listen, if you guys haven't seen my dog trying to walk on a leash, go to Liberty Chicks channel. As soon as this live stream is over, and watch this shit. It is the funniest shit that you've seen today, I promise you. My dog, I'm not even pulling him. It's just the leash being on him, and he just knows it's there. He does backflips and all kinds of shit. It's the funniest shit.
He did all day today.
Yeah, all day today we had him on a leash. I put him on a run line, and all day today he was tripping out. It's the funniest shit you've ever seen. He's a killer dog too. Any human, ask Matt Kiss my ass socialist. He don't like humans. He tried to eat my brother today. My brother wasn't very happy about it. Back in historical times, people would have been executed for treating people this way. But we are a nation of fluoride-infused cowards and do our thing, Daddy says. Dude, I don't disagree with that at all. You're 100% right. I do those collars work on them. Yeah, sort of, but I mean, it keeps them held to, you can keep hold of them, but they want to do backflips and shit. It's funnier than hell. You could go watch Liberty Chick's video, man. Get away from me. No, that's my foot. Quit eating it.
Steven said to me, my wife and I laughed. I saw the video last night. She kept asking something was wrong with him because of the show.
Get retard.
Yes, there's something that's definitely wrong with him. Come on.
Daddy's
Come on,
busy.
my little idiot. Come on.
I'm busy trying to get this one shut down too.
Come on. Go.
I can't believe that they did that. I tried to say this earlier. I've come to the conclusion that YouTube monetized me in order to. So I think that they seriously monetized me in order to put a magnifying glass on my channel. Therefore, because a bunch of all the videos I've been in trouble for, I've been in trouble for like 7 videos in the past 2 days. All of which were up when I got monetized. They monetized me with the videos up, then decided they were, too dangerous to hear. No, one of them was 1 minute 40 seconds long, and it was of me. You may remember it. I was in my doctor's office, and I said they said I had to wear this thing, and I set it down. I said I ain't wearing that. It got me for medical misinformation. It gave me a strike.
In Arkansas, you know how she was saying that all the hospitals are overran with people. They won't even make them wear masks there. So what?
Such out. My hand, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Matt said I fed him out my hair for sex. This is a food's gone. They try to eat me. Yeah, they're weird. It's because they ain't been around nobody, man. I mean, it's good. They're doing their thing, but I don't want them to eat everybody.
Because Nova ran around with Liberty.
Yeah, Nova ran around with Liberty. But there was in here, and she sat there and let him pet her and everything.
But we had to keep Diesel outside because he was an idiot.
Yeah, Diesel wasn't acting right.
He stops all of a sudden. You take like 8 steps, and he just out of nowhere started bust out kicking.
I'm telling you, man, that shit's funnier than hell, wasn't it?
I wish I would have got the first part, but I was literally laughing so hard I was falling.
Play real quick, and we'll see if we can show people while we're on. You're probably not gonna be able to see it because I'm gonna put it in front of my camera. Funnier than shit, though, man. You have to go watch it because it is funnier than hell. Watch this. You're gonna get a kick out of it. Down there.
Make it big.
Where's that?
Oh wait.
Watch him.
Second day on the leash, and he don't like it.
No, I'm not pulling him.
This is what he does all the way down the road. You hurt yourself. Deez, what's going on? Come on, let's go, Deez.
He started grabbing on me.
He's trying to jump on me.
Good boy.
He does a little stop.
Good boy.
He ain't done.
You don't like to be told what to do, I guess.
Like, I'm not even pulling on him. Oops, all right. Watch him. He does a backflip here in a second.
Oh yeah, and falls.
You Dapper stretches that door. Like, I'm not pulling on him. He's just tripping. Watch him. Backflip.
That's the dog, it's not the cat.
Yeah, go watch that video on her channel. Funnier than shit, man. Dogs are retarded.
That's the rest of it.
That's Nelson's martial eye. You got the thing. You got the man down.
Hmm?
Yeah, I know. I said watch him slide into a backslide 540. It's funnier than shit, man. I know. My dogs are retarded. They fit right in the family. Yeah, he does when he wants to try to hold the leash himself, man. But even when you let him hold it, he still does backflips and shit. Because I tried that today. I tried putting it in his mouth to see if it would give him some comfort, and he was doing backflips and shit himself. And still, his dog's retarded. But anyway, guys, just know, I mean, something as small as a spider bite or just an infected splinter, man, could in the end, can wind up putting you down. I'll just let the power go out or something. You know, it's time. Just let the power go out. Screw all this dicking around. Let everybody just, let the power go out. That's it. I don't want this smell since like March. You'll be fine. That's fine. Hey, fuck DDS. Or DSS? What's up? Yeah, but I'm not wearing a mask today. Oh shit! I shouldn't have said that. Now they're going to get me for medical misinformation. I'm not going to wear a face diaper today or tomorrow or next week or next month. And if people are wearing them today, they will do what they're told to do tomorrow. And then some people think just the opposite of that. That if well, I can do it today because the repercussions of not doing it are not that bad. No, if you're not going to do it today when there's no repercussions really for doing it, historically more for infection than gunshots. Historically more from infection than gunshots.
You know how they say
Probably. When, yeah, and ingrown hair. When we like Richard Doctor or dog fight match. Yeah. We're not from infection. I mean, it's insane, man. And then the other part about it is, what if you go in there unconscious? They strap one on your face, give you the good old jabba jabba without you knowing it. Christy's cousin Michael has a friend that was supposed to come on here sometime. I'll try to give you guys a heads up. I don't know how I will, but I'll try to, about the person that went in um and I'm sorry, but they gave him a jab while he was under. He wanted to have a stroke and died. But the one video, if you remember, was that I got a strike for. I think I have 2 strikes now, maybe 1, but I think I got 2. I know that I definitely got 1, but maybe 2. Was the video, if you remember, the transgender person that was getting beat up outside their house? Then the guy in the white truck stopped to stop it, and then the gang of people tried removing that guy's head by kicking it off of his shoulders. I posted that video, and if you remember what I said in the video, I said it was bullshit that was happening to somebody based solely off their sexuality, nothing else. Like, they hadn't harmed these people, that these people were just being bullies. And YouTube gave me a strike for that video. What does that say about the two? If someone grabs me while I'm unconscious, I'm clocking someone out permanently. Yeah, no doubt, right?
Well, you know how they're saying it's all the non-vaxxers that are spreading.
Well, yeah, they're blaming it on the non-jabbers, but the truth is that if nobody had got jabbed, there would be no reason for it to mutate. Therefore, there wouldn't be any kind of variant. The fact you can't file legislation. Oh, no shit, Haywood. 100%. I mean, my cousin makes them for AstraZeneca. He literally he's there, like, he's the one that makes it, right? And he won't do it. He lied to him because they said that you had to be jabbed in order to continue to work there. And he just said, yeah, I got it. After a long time of saying he wasn't going to get it, he's like, yeah, I changed my mind. I got it. Yeah, it is like 1984. All right, well, I want to jump off here, man. I'll holler at y'all later. I was going to jump off here anyway. Later.